Hey, YouTubers, it's your boy Domination. This is Back in the Basics. Joe the Deuce is how we do text, baby. And man, that does back. You know what it is. It is the only place, all the 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 place. Go get it. All the place, go get it. All the place, all the place, all the place, go get it. All the place, go get it. Is right back in the basics. Joe the Deuce is how we do text, baby. Man, that does back. You know what it is. It is. Real men rise up, fake men rise down. Real women rise up, fake women rise down. Practice what preach preach on. And only place you ever gonna get is right back basic. Man, that was back, you know it is, And there's no other place you will get it right back basic. And today's topic to talk about is, hey man, Lex Will, man, I miss watching your videos sometimes. But the best class that you did, you did a good job, brother. You broke it down with the term carcade, because somebody needs to talk about this and not just break it down with other these certain nationalities of people and their ethnicity and in different languages. I'm gonna tell you, man, don't hold your anger, man, because just cool down and things will be okay. I'm gonna say that this is not gonna be a long tarry with this video. One thing about black community and white community, what do they got a lot in common? They both been discriminated. They both slave each other, slaving their own. One of them said something. They called them a name, and then the other one called some of our people names. So a lot of nationalities are guilty of this racism stuff. They guilty of it, but all they doing is they make it alive again. I doubt if racism ever gonna die. I wish it died because if that's the case, but I don't think it will never die because they're afraid they're gonna kill their own race. That's their fear. Fear get the best out of people. If it's not that, what else is gonna be? See, white community, they focus on the eye color, the hair color, then the skin tone. But the black community is focused on the hair and the damn skin tone. You see where I'm going with this? Did you see where I'm going with this? The most dumbest thing I ever heard, that black is the most dominant. If black is the most dominant, how come some of our people don't own anything? And damn sure like white people establish a country, to me, if you ask me. And they think they let the chips made work go and fall and right in the ear, but they allow it to go on. They fuck up their whole entire economy. Same thing is it's our fault, the chance when it comes to a race to our tired people, to theirs. They stole the land from Native Americans. They stole land from Africa. They stole land from Native Americans. They slaved the Africans to create of sugar and coffee and peanut butter and picking cotton and a lot of that more. You got the Moors that's fucking with so many goddamn women. It changed the whole time bloodline of history. They fuck with Latino women, European women, and Italian women, and they even enslaved their own people. They even enslaved their own folks, and you know, and yet you got Asians been discriminated towards their own and towards anyone else. People need to stop discriminating, period. But I'm gonna swear to God, it'd be my only last addressing this, because I get tired of addressing this kind of stuff because people know what it is. But you can understand why they raise the belief system. But you're right about one thing. They get to a point that we don't even teach each other and respect individually. And only way you're gonna get respect individually got to respect you, just respect them, regardless whatever ethnic group and ethnicity they came from. I doubt if racism ever gonna die, because all racism is based on a color system, how you treat a society. Fuck this so-called minority majority. It's always been a minority majority for years. You got the Ku Klux Klan and the Aryan race think that the whites gonna become the minority, but they fucking paranoid. But they need to question about their goddamn government. Don't put your blame on Mexicans, on blacks. That's towards yourself. They feel like they're being discriminated because they're white, but I don't hear them say a thing to build up their community and out there and make a better nation. Times change, and they can't do anything about it, and we can't do anything about it in the black community. But yet we keep saying Black Lives Matter. No, Black Lives Matter only matter what is killed by the hand of a white person. I guarantee two black people will kill each other, nothing said. Racism should have never happened in Europe. It should have never happened in Asia, and it damn should have never happened in Africa. Should have never happened in the United States or around the world. Should have never happened. Never. I'm glad I'm 28 and I realize I got a lot of growing up to do. And people need to do the same. But the thing is, they scared to living. They scared of living. And that's the problem right there. It's always going to be people who don't like people based on their color, based on their race. People just don't like people, period. Regardless what race we are. If they want to choose this stuck with their own race, then fine, stick with your own race. But don't think the opportunity people they get of one advanced opportunity they're gonna turn against you. Just like that, you be around towards other races, they'll turn against you too. You only stick with people going to stick with you if you want to stick with them. If it's the same race, different race or not. I'm just sick of hearing it. But Lex, I know how you feel because we all hear this. We hear this a lot. No wonder why they say Black Lives Matter. They saying dark mattered. We're basically saying we're more superior than the so-called white brothers and sisters. Let's get back at them for something they did. See, that to me, they're just stupid. Go ahead, you know different than they is. I want them to listen to this because it's just stupid. It's just like saying a 5-year-old and a 9-year-old fight over a box of goddamn crayons. But you know what? I blame as a people, as a society, as a whole, the way they were raised and what they would think, and the upbringing, bringing in the household, because their parents refused to tell them the truth. They could have said, "Look, baby, people gonna be different regardless. Even though they look the same, but we act the same. But we're just part of different people of different ethnicity, different background. But we're all humans." They're gonna say something. That's just the way it is. I mean, I learned from my father and my mother, especially my mother. You know, I respect where any races. Names are names. They're gonna call you names regardless. But everybody else calling names. You know? Now you got whites feel like they're discriminated because they're white. Just like blacks discriminate because they're black. You got Asians been discriminated because they're Asian. You got Latinos been discriminated because they're Latino. You got Native Americans been degraded because they're Native American. You got the gay community feel discriminated because they're gay. You got women because they discriminate against because they're women. You got men's been discriminated because they got men's discriminated because they're men. You know, everybody needs to stop discriminating and offer discrimination towards anyone at each other in any ways. We need to get at the people who hold accountable to make us, to get us to be like this, because otherwise we're going to be out of function. And the function of the despicable and undeniable. You know, it get me mad, but at the same time, it make me sad because it showed me right there we're not moving forward. If we don't move forward fast, we gonna left farther behind, and we gonna look stupid and say, "Damn, what the hell we could have done? What have we done? We went too far." And I think people have went too far. Look at the stuff that goes on that you know that ever since that what goes on that you know that Sony Hackett thing. What goes on that? And because of this issue, now it became a problem. We don't want to change. We don't want to change. I change, but everybody else ain't gonna change. But Lex, man, God bless you, man. I like the video you did, but don't worry, man. We're gonna get things through because right now we just going through some bad terms now because people do get to a point in their life they just feel like they gave up. But me, I never gave up because there's always a better home, a better journey, better life. Because anything else that all the thing I gotta say about this is forget all this. Who discriminate who? We didn't discriminate towards being a human being. That's what I focus on. And to me, it's sad. It's shown me right there. If they're not focused on the eye color, they're focused on the skin tone. If they're not focused on eye color, skin tone, they focus on the hair color. Hair is hair. Eyes is eyes. Skin is skin. But when we're going to start being human? When? Whatever time the year comes, you tell me, are we have far moved that journey or we're not moved the journey that far? And that's all I got to say about that. So, Lex, man, God bless you, man. Keep doing what you're doing, all right, man? Because things will get better. You'll wait and see. We'll get things through. Just keep your head up and things go straight, all right? All right. Here's your boy, Dubba Nation. This is Back in the Basic Show. The deuces, I do text, baby. Until next time, all right? Next time. Until next time, all right? All right. Peace and I'm out.